Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. Welcome to the channel where I share junk journaling and art journaling projects and ideas. And oh yes, friends, winter has arrived. In today's video, I'm going to start out with sort of a go with the flow session and a little bit of setup for a December art project that I'm excited for. So this is the art project. I'm grabbing a piece of mixed media paper. It's 90-pound paper, about 5.5 by 8 inches in length, and some circle stencils that I'm using a pencil to kind of randomly put in shapes for ornaments. So in the second half of the video, I'm going to take you along for some Zentangle inspired art. I'd love for you to join me and do some tangle patterning if you're interested. I also have these freebies in my Ko-fi app if you're interested. Those are my festive frames that are available in the month of December. I'm looking forward to a lot of fun and creativity in December. I think it's really nice to have one art project. I hope I'm looking forward to that feeling of adding to something slowly, and maybe that will be like a nice calming thing during the very busy holiday season. And yeah, I hope I hope that you'll come along and enjoy some creativity with me. I'd also love to know what fun and projects that December is bringing to your art table and journaling space. I think it's a time where we all tend to be very busy people, and anything that can kind of give us a little bit of a break and relaxation, I think, is always good. So on the desk today, I always have this bin nearby with bits and pieces that I think might go into the journal. That is definitely part of my creative practice, is keeping some little scrappy bits and colorful things that I might use on hand, and then just seeing what happens. So this little bundle journal is really an assemblage of things. There are envelopes tucked into each other. There's obviously this little setup for the Zentangle inspired art for later. I've cut down some of the festive frames and put cute little stickers on them. I think I'll start with getting these stuck down to this scrapbook paper. I thought this would be really nice as a little note-taking journaling spot, or even I could put down the date. Sometimes I just need a starter. How about you? A journal starter. Just glue something down. And I hope you enjoy these frames if you download them. They sort of look like little bits of yarn to me. They're very kind of light and almost pastel. Okay, mission accomplished. We glued something down. And now let's move into a little bit of fun December art. So this is the Journal with Me for the pattern Mako by Charo del Pozo. And I'm thinking that for December, this idea of Zentangle and doing tangle patterns is, well, for me, always drawing is a calming thing. And also by the end of the month, to have a cute little piece of artwork is, I think, a nice thing to have as a keepsake. So again, this pattern is Mako. I'm going to do another close up. Inside the tangle fan shape itself, you can put other patterns. So I'm going to use a flower-ish shape. It's called henna drum. And I decided to do 3 large Mako fan shapes and do a variation of this tangle. So I'm not going to follow it strictly. I'm going to not do the tassels on the corners for this ornament. I did do that on the first ornament, and I'm going to add the sort of half circle-ish shapes, more like a cone shape, I guess, in the end, midway, and put in a little bit of a border, and then the petal-like shapes for henna drum. I think these are really pretty, and I'm going to do that for all 3 of the Mako fan shapes. Now the first ornament I also did Mako, and I always find this interesting. That is going to look totally different because I did it completely randomly and abstractly. Here we go again with all the different ways you can do it with the tassels or putting things in that are stripes or dots or any other fillers that you want to do. You could put in other patterns, but I really think for now I'm going to stick with this henna drum and inking so that all 3 of these kind of have a nice, more symmetrical than the first one. Oh yeah, but what I was saying about the first one was I did it completely randomly with the tassels, and I like the way it sort of morphed together. Very unique, but it was also it was also a little hard to follow. Like after I did a couple of the fan shapes, I noticed I had to kind of fill them in because it got a little wonky as I was sort of looking at it, which was what was the negative space and what was the space to fill in with the tangling. So anyways, it was really fun, but you never know what you're going to get when you're doing kind of that sort of wonky, free-flowing shape. So I like that, and now I want to try more of this like symmetrical pattern. So I've gone ahead and done that on all 3 and just finishing inking in around and through the center there. Isn't that sweet? I really like that. Also done this on the tag, and I think they make, so if you want a smaller project and you want to try this, just get a little scrap of paper and make a tag. I don't know if you can hear the snow and sleet coming down. You wouldn't normally hear the snow, but it is sleet, so therefore it is tapping on the window right now. As I shared in the beginning of the video, we are getting some wintry weather here in New England. So it is a great day to stay cozy and do some art. I know in parts of New York where I have family, they actually have a snow day today, no school. Now this little wiggly dot pattern is called Mist. And I'm adding that down now through the sort of scalloped half circles, which in Zentangle world is the start of a crescent moon pattern. I like that little scallopy shape. And I think this is a cute little filler. I'm going to add that in here. And then I realized, okay, friends, I'm going to say it. I made a mistake. I know, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Mist is spelled M-S-S-T. If you ever look it up as a tangle pattern, the fun of Zentangle patterns is None of the names are realistic, really. Realistic, really, I said. Let me say that 3 times. So, yeah, I never know the spelling. So it is MSST. Filled in the half circles by inking in a smaller half circle. And let's put a little ornament cap. Kind of a rectangle with some lines. And then a little bit of a swirly, twirly ornament hook. And there you have it. All right, well, let me know if you tried it. And I think it's going to be a fun project for the month of December. Something to keep things calm and creative. At least that's my hope. Gonna tuck it into the little bundle journal and work on it, bits and pieces this month. So I hope you're enjoying your journaling. Please let me know in the comments what you are enjoying. I appreciate you stopping in to chat and check out some Zentangle art in this little bundle journal. And happy creating to you.